10 of the National Football League.
And up next, it's Bo Nix.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Started. And here we go from New Orleans. Ty Johnson now to return. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 60-year pro and former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This is Walker on second. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Here's Walker running right. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Murray. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Marcus May has it. And the Saints are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Johnson now on the return. Coverage coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 1. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. This one's taken in by Otten. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that right there, Jake, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Now it's the Saints' all-time leading punter, Thomas Morstead, on to hit this one. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. So that's 1 quarter. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
it is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. It's Nix out of the pistol. He rolls to his right. He's calling his own number again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, a run to Robinson. By a man, and now he's in the clear. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Nix off the play action. catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints take a 13-0 lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons and Kyler Murray set to take over. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. He's out in the clear. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Now go with Walker on the counter. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. Third down coming up. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Saints ready for another drive on offense as Jackson Smith-Njigba heads out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Robinson on the inside give. Along the sideline inside the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Staying with Robinson. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. So we're at halftime here in beautiful New Orleans, and it's the Saints who've got the lead as we head to the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The rookie, Drake May, showing why he was taken 3rd overall, 3 touchdown passes. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two
Thanks
teams
so much
making
for the
their
look
final
around the league,
adjustments for the
Coach.
second
But
half
now
ahead.
it's time to
It's time
turn
to
our
get back
attention
at
back to
it. For
this
the call,
one as
let's
we
rejoin
begin the third
Kate Scott
quarter.
and Brock Heward.
Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Saints and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. 4-step. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Trying to work quickly now. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Justin Reed has the INT. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
2nd and 10 now. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. And the Saints go in nickel, 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 3rd down, Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Kyler throwing here. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Khalif Raymond to return it. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Play action with Nix. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it, and he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Got a man, it's Thomas. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, New Orleans! Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Johnson now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
2nd and 3 now. From the 38. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Walker on first down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he goes on the bootleg. Brought in right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Raheem Morris in strong disagreement.
This play is under review.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first down. Now Murray. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Atlanta. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10.
Falcons 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That It's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A toss now to Robinson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. On the give, here's Robinson. Making defenders pay. Breaks through, and he might break away. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Still 1st down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Nix from the gun. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down. At the 43-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's on the move. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete, it's Myers. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing them.
Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Potential grounding offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Johnson with a return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And he'll get it up to the 44. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 1. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Murray. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, Murray. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Falcons get it back to within 6.
Falcons 21.
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
That's good for our Saints.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds his target, Robinson.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. This is hauled in by Myers.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another 2nd to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Setting up to pass. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, Murray. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Now we're on with Robinson. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So it's a win for the Saints. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.